down in southern Maryland where Edwina's body was found at that same time. Right? It gets more damning. Bates had reported his Jeep as being stolen around the time of Edwina's disappearance. Model and year of the Jeep? 2000 Cherokee. Same as yours. Lucas drove a 2001, but there wasn't enough difference in the model years to mention. It was the boxy Jeep with the I-6 engine, still seen in great numbers on highways, beaches, and city streets, though the car had not been produced in 11 years. The Jeep was found in D.C., said Peterson. It had been doused in an accelerant and lit on fire. The mobile crime lab guys had little to work with. No shell casings were found, no prints, no hair follicles. They did find brush and debris lodged in the undercarriage, which suggested that the truck had been recently driven off-road, as they're engineered to do. How'd the police find Edwina's body? The GPS coordinates led them to a farm alongside acreage that was heavily forested. They observed tire tracks on a dirt road leading into the woods. The imprints matched the tread patterns on the tires of the burned Jeep. How'd they find Edwina exactly? Technology got them to the area. Nature led them to the body. The detectives saw buzzards circling over the treetops. They eyeballed the general location of the buzzards and walked into the woods. Edwina had been shot once behind the ear at close range. A small caliber slug in her brain pan. She'd been picked over by the wildlife pretty thoroughly. In the file, Peterson found several photographs, original size and blown up, and pushed them across the desk to Lucas. The photos were of the tire tracks found in Charles County. "Notice anything?" said Peterson. When Lucas did not reply, Peterson said, "The tires are kind of fat for that model Jeep, aren't they?" "Doesn't mean anything. I've 18s on mine, but I've seen 22s mounted on those lifted Cherokees as well." Lucas stared at one of the photographs. There was something there, but the reveal was yet to come. "Can I walk with these? I made this file for you. I've got the state's discovery material as well if you want to have a look at it here in the office. 350 pages worth." "I was going to grab some lunch." "Stay here and read some of the material. I'm going over to Carmine's on 7th. I'll bring you something back." "Calamari with red sauce, please." Peterson waved his hand dismissively. "Peasant food." "Don't sleep on squid," said Lucas. "It sounds like they got your boy Bates dead to rights." "Not yet," said Peterson. "But I'm playing an away game. The trial's in La Plata. I've never worked in that courtroom, and I don't know any of the black robes down there. I need your help. Anything you can give me." "You think Bates murdered her?" "That's irrelevant to me." "What would be his motive?" "Edwina's mother claimed that Edwina was trying to break up with him, that she decided she was done running around with a married man. Possible scenario? Bates couldn't deal with the breakup. If she didn't want to be with him, she wouldn't be with anyone else. Something like that?" Lucas stood. His back was beginning to feel the discomfort of sitting in one of the hard chairs on the uneven planked hardwood floors of Peterson's office. The attorney refused to modernize the rooms of the 19th century row house, set on a corner of 5th and D, near the federal courts. He said he preferred to keep its integrity intact. "Between the buttons," said Lucas, as it came to him, looking at Peterson's shirt and tie. At Peterson's suggestion, he'd been thinking of his late father, Van Lucas, who had owned an extensive Stones vinyl collection from their first eponymous release through 1981's Tattoo You, which many, Lucas's father included, believed to be the last Rolling Stones record that mattered. "Very good," said Peterson. "Charlie Watts is wearing an outfit like this in the cover photo. Of course, he's also wearing a double-breasted overcoat in the shot, but it's a bit hot for that today." "But why are you dressed like him? Do you subscribe to Teen Beat too?" "I'm partial to Tiger Beat." "Why that record?" "Just having fun. It's a very cool cover and an underrated album, especially the UK version. Backstreet Girl is one of the most beautiful songs the lads ever cut. The Beatles never recorded a song so honest or so real." Lucas had no skin in the Beatles versus Stones game and offered no argument. In musical matters, particularly classic rock, he deferred to Peterson, who played no instrument but was a bona fide music freak. A few months back, he had taken his annual trip to Jazz Fest, where he typically took